Hey guys, it's Ronnie with Great Choice Audio Video, and today we are finishing up this system in this house-wide audio. We got a couple TVs that we've done. We've went ahead and pulled in thermostats and everything into Elan. So let's just take you around and kind of show you what's going on. So this is our living room, and we actually did a pull-down mount in here, and it is from Mantle Mount. So let's turn around and I'll show you. And this is our LG TV. And this is Samsung's competitor as far as the frame. It does have a mode to where it'll do a picture frame. So as you see, we've lowered it down and it comes down that low. And if we take a look behind here, all our wires are nicely cleaned up and tucked inside the mantle. So as it goes up and down, you have all the leeway for your cables to move with you. There are some panel covers that are being painted that will go over the bracket. There's been a few times where we've done these with a little bit smaller TV, and when it's in the down position like it is, you would see that, but this particular one was big enough. You don't see it standing back here. Another cool thing about this mount is it does pivot left or right, so if you wanted to turn it to view it from an angle or something, it does do that when it's down. Another cool feature, this handle right here, when it gets hot, it'll actually change colors. So you'll know if you like to have your fireplace on down here that, there you go, fireplace on down there, that handle will end up reaching a certain temperature and change colors. Then you know it's too hot. We want to raise up the TV. So, and it's pretty easy to raise up the TV. It's on little actuator arms that help guide it up. So you just kind of don't let it go so it doesn't smash into the wall, but easy pull down, one arm to put it up. A little bit more force to put it up once you are all the way down in the lock position. You have to kind of give it a good little nudge. So that's our living room with our TV. And we have our small aperture speakers here, and I think he's going to paint the grills as well to blend those in a little bit better. And we have one over here as well. And we did a subwoofer down here. Client picked this one up himself. So it's just a basic box style subwoofer sitting out there. His wife's probably going to make him move it though. So this is our kitchen. We have a pair of speakers in the ceiling, and that's it in here. And then if we continue along, there's some out in the garage as far as speakers, and we have some in the master closet, the master bathroom and bedroom. We also are controlling all the Lutron lighting in the house. I don't know if you can see that, but all Lutron switches on and off, dimmers, you name it, we'll control them all. So another cool thing real fast, Ecobee thermostat right here, controllable with Elan. So we have that pulled in, and I'll kind of just show you what we got going on here. So this is our touch panel. So we have our touch panel, and this is our home page I created that basically shows him one view for his camera of the front door area, your week schedule for temperatures, and then what the temperature is now. And it also, you can read that right inside there. It says some other things, like it tells you, the biometric meter and humidity and stuff like that. So if I hit this little arrows up here, it takes us back to this page. It tells us the time here in Oklahoma, the date, so we can select our climates. This is our downstairs one, so we can adjust the thermostat to where we want. We can do auto mode, which will keep heat and cool on. So if it reaches a certain temperature, you can do you can do your scheduling through the Elan as well. So if you wanted to schedule it to go off at a certain time and come back on before you come home from work, that's capable of doing with both zones. So with that being said, that's our climate. So now we're gonna switch down into our lighting page. Now, there is a few light switches in this house, so we made two pages. One that's pretty much your master bedroom, bathroom, closet lights are all going to show up here. So turn it on, turn it off, and then these are actual dimmers. So you can slide that to where you want, or just hit all on or off. That's pretty much it for your master page of lighting. And then we have our whole house lighting page. As you can see, there's quite a few switches and dimmers there. So what we did is we went ahead and we've put our arrows in to tell you on or off. And then overlaying on that, we actually have our words. You know, if you can quite make that out, it might be better if I could just go ahead and pull off the plastic. Oh yeah, that's a little better. But basically, we allowed us to basically see our logos and what the switch is called. So if I hit the dining room chandelier, it's going to turn on my dining room chandelier over there. I'll hit it again and turn it off. Let's see, what other zones we have? We have living room main lights, and this is on a dimmer just to kind of show you, and they're way up there. So you can see all the lights up there. I don't know how real well, but as I gain them brighter, they get brighter. And the same thing, if I go down, they'll get lower, and then I can go all the way off. That's pretty much it as far as lighting through Elan. You can schedule things to where they turn on and off at certain times. So there's that as well. So let's go ahead and we're gonna skip our media zone and we're gonna go straight to cameras real fast. And you can see our cameras all pull in here. We have our driveway, we have our patio, we have the front driveway, and we also have the balcony. So with all the cameras covering all his exits and entrances of the house, he's covered there. And with Elan, he can come in here and get live view on this touch panel, along with iPads, iPhones, Android devices, and be able to see this remotely as well. So anybody that comes over to your house, they can download the app and be able to view that. But let's say you didn't want them to view that, we can take things away from certain users and stuff like that. But with that being said, let's switch over to our media zones. And these are all our media zones. So right now we have a test player in here that we're actually currently trying to work with a company on getting a driver wrote for it. And then we also have our player. Player A is the name of it just because we wanted to make sure that it was determinable on AirPlay devices, which one you were going to select, because he does have a few devices that support the AirPlay. So if we continue into here, so we got his Spotify, we got TuneIn Radio, we got Amazon, we got Deezer. I mean, the list goes on and on of streaming services that we can add. So if we go through here, you wanted to listen to local radio, you can pick your local AM, FM radio stations and be good to go. And then it'll just play wherever you selected it. So we're in the dining. It'll play on our dining zone. And go back, go back, go back. And that'll kind of show you what's playing and where it's playing at. There it goes. It just took it a second to get all communication. So it pulled in the radio station, tells you what's playing, and then it'll give you your audio. You can control volume up and down. You can hit mute. Let's say you wanted to switch to your other source, you would just pick another source. I know you only see 2 in there. Elan can have a lot of sources. I don't think I've ever maxed out Elan on a source. So with that being said, you can always add more sources and more ways of sending distributed audio and video in areas between Elan amplifiers, the Elan Matrix. There's other companies that made Matrix as well that Elan works well with. So another cool feature up here, let's say I had multiple zones on. Let's go ahead and just turn on a couple real fast. And I wanted to turn those off. Without going manually to each one of the 3, I just hit my all zones off and it's gonna turn all my zones. So with that being said, It's a pretty basic system. So right now, all we have left to kind of show you is our rack upstairs. And then we'll walk out on the balcony and check out that Samsung terrace. We've also got a video going up on that. So stay tuned for that. If we walk in here, behind our doors here in our closet, we have our rack. So let me go ahead and show you here. So we have our rack tucked away in the corner. All our wires are tucked behind the rack. We did have a significant amount of extra wires that could be used for things in the future. A small little rack and a closet. We will get our panel and cover this up. Don't worry about that, guys. So I'm just kind of tell you what we got in our rack. We have our Elan 8-channel amplifier. Then we have our Marantz NR1200 that runs our DSP 2-150 for our speakers in the living room. Oh yeah, that's pretty cool. You can see the whole living room from up here in the office area through a glass wall. Back to this. And then you guys know we like you doing hike vision MVRs and cameras, so we have that in there as well. And then behind this area we have our Surgex that's protecting our main strip outlets. And then behind that we have a few more pieces that are hidden that don't need to be seen as far as balins and splitters. And then we have our source up here and an HDMI extractor behind there as well, so we can get the analog audio on our multi-room amplifier. And then I always like to stick the modem and router if it's broadcasting something up on top, so we have that up here as well. And then our Lutron main repeater. So guys, remember to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Have a great choice day.